Hey guys, today's video is all about Speedi-Channel linehide. If you want to know how to install it, stay tuned. Good morning guys, Seton HVAC here. It is Monday, August 5th, 2024. Hopefully I don't have a case of the Mondays today. I hope everybody else is doing well out there and making some money and you know, getting people heating and cooling in their home. It's a very, very important thing to do. So I'm headed out to one of my Seton temp jobs. This is the one that I had the distributor issues with. The distributor issues video. Oh, it's been probably a month now, if not longer. I can't remember the exact date. We're headed out there to finally get the drains done, clean up the lines, and then put the line cover on. And then I got to put a surge protector on the heat pump. So we're gonna head out and do that. Just a quick little intro for you on this Monday, and I'll see you guys when I get out there. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention too. So, you know, I know that you guys are watching this from you know, every part of the country, so to try to recruit help here is kind of a failed what do I call it, a failed recruitment, you know, unless somebody wanted to move to this part of the country. I need help. I need somebody young, motivated, hardworking that can help me get this work done, because the way it's been lately is my lower back is killing me. I don't know if it's just from this stressful summer with all the heat or whatever it may be. Usually your back hurts when it's cold, right? And your knees and everything. So I don't know. I think my days in the field are numbered as far as doing installations. I'm just I put my time in doing installations. I feel like I should be mentoring somebody, and I've tried to, but they always give up. So if you're out there, please, this is a cry for help. I've like I said, I've used all the hiring websites, all the you know, Craigslist, Facebook, trying to recruit help, and you know, I either get a no-show or somebody shows up and they ain't worth a darn. So anyway, let's head out to this job. If you're out there, please shoot me a message, okay? I'll see you at the job. All right, guys, we're back out here. I got my extension ladder set up. I'm going to start by getting the drain hose in first, and then we'll work on getting the cover on there. I'll have to get my wire ties and bundle the insulation, clean that all up. Looks like I'll have to grab some pieces and piece it in there, because I got about a foot of it, the insulation pulled off. So let's get that drain tubing. I'm just going to use that flexible stuff since we're outside. Drop her on down. Tell you what, guys, I am gimping around today. You know, I used to make fun of these old guys that complained about their lower back, but I'm feeling it today. Holy heck. I drink lots of water, keep myself stretched. Let's go do this. All right, guys, I got my line cover pieces, my drill, tape measure, caulking. I got my flexible hose. I got my tub of fun of all my fittings here. Let's get at it. All right, guys, we're up here. So just like on the other job, just put your hose on there and then electrical tape it real good. It'll never come off of there. We'll put some insulation on that, and then we'll bundle everything together and then start putting and then seal my hole, then start putting the cover pieces on. So let's keep moving on. All right, guys, we're still up here at the top of the extension ladder. So I got these all bundled up. Now, it's not perfect, okay? If this was inside the house or somewhere where this condensation could drip, I'd worry about it. We just want to generally cover these lines out here. It's outside, it's not going anywhere. Got my hole sealed. I know it looks like garbage, but it's out here. It's got linehide over it, so don't look at that. I know that it should be taped and everything if it could produce damage somewhere. So, but that's good. They're not going to lose any efficiency. I don't want to hear any comments about losing efficiency, because that little piece of copper right there is showing. Give me a break. And then you see I have this condensate line strapped on the underside. That way it's continuing to go down, and you know, obviously it's got 20 feet of fall there. So let's get off this ladder. I'll bring up some pieces. We'll get the covers going on. All right, guys, back up on the ladder here. I got my scrap piece. That'll be the cover for here. I got my wall penetration for here. I got my 90 cover for there. We'll get those 3 on, and then it's straight pieces from there. So yeah, let's get them on. I got the screws right there to fasten them on. I got my drill there, and my hold on, it's on the other side. My tape measure right there to measure. So let's get these on, and then it's gravy from there. All right, guys, that's done and looking good. Now we can work our way down and get our straight pieces on and our couplings. Let's do it. I'm going to shift the ladder to the other side where it's easier. All right, guys, it's all finished up. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit there, show you. I really like the Speedi-Channel product. It's a very nice product. And now what they can do is they can just paint that the color of their house. You won't even see it. And then I also want to show you my drain popped out right there, already dripping, so we know she drains just fine. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the other one, the cooler side of the house. It's shaded over there. That'll be nice. I'll get all my material over there and I'll meet you over there. All right, guys, we're back over here. I'm sure you remember this one where my brother struggled drilling that hole right when I was going off about my distributor. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is put the linehide cover on this guy, get that bundled up and insulated like the other one, get my drain ran down, and then get our hole right there sealed up. And shoot, you know what, I forgot my seal tape for these. I might have to come back again, guys, darn it. Let me see what I got on the truck. I might have some. Shoot, I think I pulled it off though. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, guys, just like on the other side, it's all wire tied up, all nice, sealed up. Got my drain taped on there. Like I said, you just stick that on and electrical tape it real good. It's never coming out. I did a nicer job on this one. I'm also not 5,000 feet in the air either. So get my ladder moved over to right there, and we'll get the wall penetration cover put on, get that piece put on, put that 90, and then it's just a straight piece, and a coupling and a little short piece at the bottom there. I'll come back at a later date to put that seal tight on. It's a long round trip, so no big deal. I'll just do it next time I'm out here. They don't even have to be home. It's all outside, so yeah, let's get this buttoned up, get my hole sealed down there, and then we'll get that surge protector that's right there put on that panel right there. Alright, guys, there she is, all nice and cleaned up. So I'm not going to mess with cleaning any of this stuff up or sealing that hole till I get my seal tight on there, which, gosh darn it. Then I'll strap all this stuff together, and yeah, holy hell. Oh well, it is what it is. That'll just tuck back behind there, and we'll be good. Lines are nice and cold. I like it. They're really happy with this system. Very, very happy. They wish they'd have done it years ago. So anyway, he is going to go on here now. I'll show you when I'm done with that, and then we'll clean up and get on out of here and see what else I can get myself into today, if anything. Okay, guys, the surge protectors I like to use are the Intermatic AG 3000s. If you watch my shorts, I sing the praises of these all the time. So the way these wire in, it comes with a white lead and two black leads. And if you follow up here to our heat pump circuit, you just land them in the terminals, 120 volts a piece, into the terminals that the heat pump wires go into on the breaker for that heat pump. So black, and then the white just goes to your neutral slash ground bar is what this one is. It's not, this panel doesn't have a separate neutral and ground bar, so it's your neutral and ground bar, and just find a spot to fit it in. I got it in with this the green ground from the new heat pump circuit. So that's how they go. We'll get this cover put back on and clean up, and we'll be getting out of here. All right, guys, we're pulling out of there. So I got one last little trip to bring that seal tight in the, I have fittings on the truck. I don't have the seal tight pipe itself. So I'll have to come back and do that. It'll be a 5-10 minute deal. Pull those wires out, put the seal tight over and put it back. Yeah, my back's hurting me a little bit today. A little bit of a tweak on my lower right side, shooting down my right leg. So hurts more while I'm sitting. Sorry, hurts more while I'm sitting here in the truck too. But oh well, that's the pleasures of getting old. So yeah, when I get back to the shop here, I'm going to show you guys how I snap this Speedi-Channel together and how I cut my lengths and everything. I got some scrap to play around with because I don't really show you while I'm doing it. So let's head back to the shop and I'll show you that. Okay guys, I stopped and got something to eat, and I mocked up a little scenario here for you on how to do this Speedi-Channel. So what I have here is the back of the Speedi-Channel. I got a small piece of the cover that goes over the top. Here's my wall penetration here. Okay, this is the back, this is the cover, and then also an elbow back and front. So what you're going to need to install this stuff, let's say if you're on somebody's house doing it, you'll need a tape measure, torpedo level, your red snips, your impact drill or regular drill, whatever drill you got, just the drill that's got a Phillips bit, and then you'll need a let's turn that around. You'll need a 1/4 inch driver and then some 1-inch screws. So let's say we're coming out of somebody's house, right? And this is the outside wall. Let's say that's our hole right there that you drilled through for your line set to come through. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get your backing to your wall penetration right up to it like that. Then you want to, hold on a second, let's get your 1/4 inch bit on there. Okay. Then what I would do is take one screw and put it probably about right there. Oh, of course the battery's dead. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, sorry about that. I got a fresh battery on here now. So anyway, you're going to take your 1-inch screw. That's just like you're screwing into the side of someone's house, right? And you're just going to pop that 1-inch screw down like so. Then what you would do, now remember, this is going to be vertical, so don't worry about my bubbles showing, but you want to get your torpedo level on there, so this would be level. This part of your level would be, get your bubble where it needs to be. And then you would take another opposite side and screw it down. Okay, so that gets you set. Just to pretend that your hole's here with your line set coming out. Now let's say we need to come over, let's say we need to come over 14 inches total. Okay, so here's what I do, so I don't have to put the 90 up first and then try to measure in between, is you should just know what the difference is in the width of your, so these are about, let's say 9 1/4 is what you're losing on these. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you lose about 9 1/4. So what's 14 minus 9 1/4? 4 3/4, right? So that we know that we just need to cut this at 4 3/4. So take your piece, and here's how I do it. So I measure what I need. What did we say that was? 4 3/4. So mark it at 4 3/4. Okay. Then you're going to take your snips on that line and just cut it. And then you're going to just give yourself a little relief cut there. And just continue on. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight because it's going inside of a fitting, but I mean, if you got good eyesight, you can make it straight. Then flip it over and cut your last little side there. Okay. That's your piece. So then what I like to do is, so if you're putting this in and you got your long side and your short side, when you're doing the whole thing, like all the way down the side of the house, do it so you're the same all the way down. You have this longer side on the same side. It looks better to the eye. Okay, so then what you're going to want to do is pretty self-explanatory, depending on the size of the piece, is I like to always put, now see, okay, one thing I want to show you too, see this little groove right here? You don't want to go past that. So that's your little pocket. If you go past that, if you go past it like that, then your fittings won't go on properly. So stay right before that line, and then you want to screw it down. And then let's say this was going to be like a long piece, like a 4-footer or something. What I would do is I would put a screw here and then a screw on the bottom side on each end, and then maybe just stagger a couple top and bottom throughout the piece. This is a small little piece, so we're just going to do hold on a second. So another thing you want to do too, now if this isn't a, you know this piece is straight, but if this one's not cut perfectly straight, then you don't know that this is level. You'd want to put your level on there and make sure you're level all the way across. This is a small piece just for the sake of video, so you know, I can't really get my level on there, and it's such a short piece it doesn't matter. We can level up the 90, and I'll show you how we do that. So let's say you got that in there, you got it all level, then you would slide your 90 in there, and then what you'd want to do then is just pop your level on the bottom of the 90 there, make sure it's perfectly level, and then you know you're good. Then you can just pop a screw right in the bottom of your elbow like that. And then what I normally do, hold on, I gotta grab another screw here. Then what I do is I always put one on the opposite side too, and that just keeps it from moving. Okay. And then, you know, obviously, if you're coming down the side of the house, you continue on with your straight pieces. Using your torpedo level, make sure it's level. Let me show you how these covers go on. So you always want to, I got caulking on some of this stuff. You always want to put your lengths of linehide together first, because the covers go over the top. You wouldn't be able to slide it in. So then what you're going to want to do is match this. We know it's 4 3/4. So we cut this stuff the same way, right? So measure your 4 3/4. Get yourself a mark. Cut that like so. And then just same thing. Just make sure you cut it straight. And obviously, guys, I've mentioned before too, you can use a chop saw. That works great too. If you got a little mini battery operated one, would be awesome. Or you can use those stupid orange cutters, which I got rolling around here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, right here. Oh. These things, they don't work very good. They cut. They're made just for linehide, but they cut crooked. I don't like them. I really don't like them. So somebody wants these, I'll give them to you. Anyway, let's continue on. So we got our piece in. So you notice it's got a short and a long side as well. So obviously the long goes to the short, and the short goes to the long here, and it just clips in, and it's in there. You know, we're assuming you're already flared. You have your line already in there, and you're draining everything. You're completely done with your piping and everything that's going to go in there. So then that's in there. And you see how crooked I made it? It doesn't matter, because these fittings will cover that up, okay? So, you know, you get your line through. You'd seal this all with silicone or spray foam, whatever you might want to use. And then you put this over the top. And then you need to switch your bit over to Phillips. Like that. And you got your 2 screws for this. See that? And you just screw it down until it's tight in there. And then the same thing at the front. This will be easier to see. And then you gotta, these have a little groove on them here. You want to make sure that's all lined up and square and not out. And just screw it down. You good? And then on these wall penetrations, they give you 3 holes if it's, you know, on the siding or something. You can take some of these stainless steel screws and screw it down. I'm not going to do that here. And then on your elbow, same concept. That goes on like so. and then it's got 4 screws. So you can see what these screws look like. They're little Phillips stainless steel. And then same thing, you're just going to cinch it all down. And they do fumble out of your hands a lot, trust me, because it's kind of hard to get in here sometimes. You get the gist of it. Make sure it's all in the groove. Screw it down, and that's what it looks like. And it really trims out the stuff nice, hides your ugly refrigerant lines, drains, etc. So hopefully that kind of clears up how I do this. You know, bottom line, if it's easier to get this stuff up if you measure what these fittings cost you first, you know, as far as distance, and then you can just cut your piece and get it up there straight, and then just put your elbow on after, level it right there, and you're off to the races with your straight stuff, which will speed you up. So like I said, you can use a chop saw, you can use those stupid things there if you want to. There was something else I was going to mention. Oh, when you're using a drill on these, don't over tighten it. You'll actually crack these. You can crack where you're screwing it in, and then always make sure that you have either a long Phillips bit, or you have an extension like this that'll fit within that right there, or it'll hit and it'll screw you up. So that's basically it, guys. I got a few more of these I got to go clean up and finish up. Obviously on that job I got to go back and put the seal tight on the communication cable, which sucks. But anyway, if you guys have any other questions about how this stuff goes together, let me know. I'm happy to help. Or anything else that you've seen me install on any of my installation videos, I can do little mock-ups like this in the shop. I enjoy doing it. So until then, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.